How's the last week been in your realm? Over the last week and a day, it's been crazy here in 1567. It's been everything we thought it would be and more. Tons of fighting, tons of activity. It's hard to keep up with everything. It has been absolute nuts.
Everybody have a good week?
So let's take a look at really what's happening. And this is, and I'm sure other people who watch this video will say, when I was back in Realm 1125 or whatever it is, we saw something like this. But I've never seen anything in any game like this. So if I go over here to rankings, it's been 8 days. Check it out. We have four people at 25, 24, a bunch of people at 23. We have 49 players at level 20 or above. And it may even be more than that now. Yeah, 49 people at 20 and above. And if you look at the top, it's not like they're all from one alliance. I mean, they're from all over the place. There are all kinds of really strong alliances out here, really strong players that are building up. There's a lot of fights going on. There's a lot of essays. There's a lot of just general activity and fighting. There's not a lot of farmers in this realm so far, at least to the people that I deal with. Not in our alliance. It's our number one rule. Don't be a farmer. Don't be boring, right? So whenever you start in a new realm, don't be boring. Try to make it fun for everybody. If you don't, people will just take off. There are a ton of strong players here. If you look across here, we have the Heretic W. Not this Heretic, a different Heretic. That's me in the green right there. Pilot, he's in multiple realms, always super strong, really tough guy. Bane is awesome too, building up really fast. Ratno that's this guy right here. Ratno's from 1381 and 1402, super tough. Trump, really, really good. Well known in War and Order. We have, just a ton of people that are really, really good players here. We have Unforgiven too. That's Cerberus from 1381. Really, really good player, really strong player there. A lot of super strong whales actually came to this realm. At first, a lot of people kind of watched to see, what was going to happen. They started seeing the action, and now they're starting to build up and catch up to everybody. I think the Heretic W, this guy right here, he was 15, and then he went like 24 the next day. The next time I looked up, he had shot up. There are some super, super, super strong players here. Really, really good vets. They really know what they're doing. They're trying to do everything to keep it exciting without actually wiping out the realm, which is what I really respect about the people in 1567. We're fighting each other. We're competing. It's not gotten toxic. We're not wiping out farm alliances. We're not... or maybe some farms, but we're not wiping out small alliances to keep people from growing. We're not trying to run anybody off. We know that in the long term, the more people who are playing, even the people we may not get along with, the more people who are playing, the more fun it's going to be in the future. So in our alliance here, for example, we can't keep up with the number of people who are wanting to join us. We have a sub-alliance, which is MB2, which is full as well. And we have a long line of people as we're building up tech. It's been 8 days. You can tell we've been pushing tech because we're up at 60. We're getting pretty close, I think, to another level. Yeah, we can do it now, I think, can't we? Let me see here. Now we need to get to 60. It's been going up pretty fast. Probably get there tomorrow. But we have a line of people that are in our holding alliance that are just waiting for their turn to make it into the main alliance. So we're pushing it up as fast as we can. There are multiple alliances that are under the same type of pressure that we are here with the number of people. It's not just people who came from me, right? There were a lot of people, when they saw the numbers of people coming here, they thought that would be a good place to go and compete against them. So they came So you have some really, really good alliances here. Here, let me go back to rankings here. Some really good alliances here, like RBZ, constantly fighting, constantly playing, really, really good. NMS, also really, really, really good, strong veteran players that are always fighting. We have a DFA. There's some really, really good alliances here that are pushing and fighting and having fun, and it's going to be a lot of competition here as we move towards a crown war, which is still a little ways away. Take a look real quick. All right, we're still 36 days away from our first crown event. By then, I'm sure we'll have multiple 32s, 33s, 34s maybe. It's going pretty quick. We're trying to pace a little bit, to be honest, so that we're not, just shooting up. Really, not one person is like blowing everybody away. So it's pretty good so far. I really, really like it. I don't have many gems. I don't have much resources. I've been pushing as absolute hard as I can. The game gives you a lot in the beginning, and that gets you. Honestly, if you take your time, the game gives you enough probably to get you to 16, 17 in there, maybe even higher. Especially if you get the Supreme cards here. If you get the Supreme card and the Value card, that reduces the amount of resources that you actually need for growing your castle and the other buildings. And we're not, I'm not a hollow castle either. It's one thing that I really didn't want to do this time. A lot of times what I would do when I joined a realm is I'd push up to 30 as quickly as I could, just so that I start getting Azerite. But in doing that, I'm scaring away other people who want to compete, even if they don't know that situation that I have, that my castle is actually hollow. I get there and I don't have any troops. I don't have any gear. I don't have the barracks, set up. My wounded capacity is low. I don't have any totems or artifacts and that type of thing. So this time I really wanted to make sure, and this is for everybody, when you play War and Order, don't have your sole focus on the number of your castle level. It's important. So it's important because of your troop tier, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing you can do is get long-term tech. So long-term tech would be your totems, it would be your Star Palace, it would be your artifacts and all. And we don't even have access to any artifact packs right now, really. Your Colossus, we do have access to totems, so I have been working on my totem, and this time I'm going orange from the very beginning and building that up. Build up your beast, right? That's something you want to do at the beginning of the game. Don't focus on resources and building up your castle at the very beginning of the game. It's probably the worst investment you can make. It's a lot better to focus on your tech. That's going to always be there. Your troops are going to die. So the people who are spending, all of the money that they spend in the game on building up 1 billion troops, that's dumb. They're going to die, especially right now. I could see that if you're at tier 13, if you want to start tier 12, you want to start building up your troops and you want to get, 1 million troops or something. I can see that. That makes a lot of sense at that point because hopefully you've already worked on your tech, but you definitely don't want to build up a bunch of troops and have bad tech. In the battles that I've had against other people in this realm, I can tell you their castles are not hollow either. I see a lot of really good totems out there. I see people with good stats. We're a week in. These stats that you would see if I showed you, you would laugh if you've been playing for a long time. But from where we are, 8 days in, they're pretty good. Now, would I recommend that you join this realm right now? Yeah, I would. We're a week in. 2 months from now, this week's going to be meaningless. Right? If you join right now, you get into a good alliance, and you start building up, you're going to catch up pretty quickly. Again, we're 36 days away from our first crown war. No one has artifacts. It's a good time to get in. There are a billion farms though, which is crazy here. I can show you this map. I mean, you go, literally the whole map seems to be taken up with farms. I mean, there are just farms everywhere. Farms, farms, farms. So if you want to come and you're looking for resources and you like to fight, man, there are a ton of castles to hit. Literally everywhere as you go, the map just keeps filling in with these small castles that are, churning out resources. So, it might be a good opportunity for you to collect a bunch of resources. But anyway, I thought I'd give a quick update. It's been a week. It's been amazing. I'm really happy with the decision of, to come here to 1567. I look forward to having really good content because it's going to be exciting. We're actually going to have a lot of people. We're going to, we're at least going to be competitive. We're at least going to be competitive in our Elite Wars and our Void and our Frenzy, Realm Invasion, and all of that. It's going to be a lot of fun. This realm is going to be super strong in the future. You're going to see that. All right. And so with that, take care.